All right, so in today's spectating video, this is a Bronze 1 Kiriko Moira. Now, this game was a bit interesting to me because it basically turns into a 4v4, which I'm very curious to see how that goes. So basically, description of this game is 4v4 in some mirror comp. After the enemy team made it to the first point, our DPS left, which was the beginning of an incredibly long hold. I switched to Moira to hopefully deal more damage in order to compensate. The game ended up going much longer than anyone anticipated. It was maybe one of the most fun and one of my best games. I tried to play a bit more carefully, but I know there's plenty of times when I made bad moves, so it was a wild game, but I've also been in bronze for a while, so LOL. PS, team, 10 out of 10. All right, so we're going to watch this one, see how it goes. I don't know when the game starts to be a 4v4 or anything like that, but I might as well see and then kind of go from there. All right. First of all, talking about this defensive hold right here, I see this a lot, and it can be interesting for the Kiriko. Remember how we were watching that one Kiriko and I talked about off angles? This is actually a pretty good spot to hide. I'm sorry, but was that Ryan just running into a wall, or did I see that incorrectly? Now I need to see. It's gonna be a good one. All right, heading back to the Kiriko. That TP's fine, I just don't... Your Doom does not... Apparently your Doom just does not want to be healed there. Like, apparently Doom just does not want to be... Just does not want to be healed. They're like, you know, I'm good. So far, good TPs, good cleanse. This is something I've talked about where you can be a little bit aggressive with that. Yep. Yep, falling back, very good. I agree. You're being aggressive with your damage. That cleanse is probably a bit too aggressive, but, like, honestly, I do that on Kiriko all the time whenever I do play Kiriko. You just feel like you have to because it's just like, well, I know they're going to at least survive during that. TP to your teammates? Okay, I can already tell you right now, even though you TP'd in and survived that, do not TP into the Doom there. Turn around and TP out. You're just not... That was, like, a very risky TP. Okay, so your teammate left. I want to see if your teammate just left or lagged. Let me see. They must have lagged out, right? Huh? All right, so now it's a 4v5. Your teammates left. So to give you an idea, it is now 4v5 for this team. Also, I just saw a Reinhardt charge your ass. So now what? What do you do as a team here when it's a 4v5? Here's the good news. You still got your tank. That's step one. You got your tank still. You have both your supports. This is very winnable. It also helps when the Cassidy stands still and you and the other support get in the lift. The other team has 5 ultimates. 5 players at that. Good cleanse. That saved your Ana, which then you were able to nano your Junker Queen. Huh? Okay, so now it's third point. You went to Moira. This makes sense, and the reason why going Moira is good here is because you have a bit more survivability. And what I mean by that is, like, now that you're down 1, you have to kind of go for more aggressive plays and make plays. But right now, this is tough for you. Like, in a 4v5 situation, you're going to have a couple team fights you can win. Well, it's 5v5 now. You got to Bob out. All right, now it's 5v5. You got Bob. You have Bob. You and the DPS are getting... I mean, you and the Ana are getting some combo limbs right now. Teamwork. What is it? I think you used a healing orb right there? What is that? Oh, you got to admit that was such a good hinder. Oh, what a hinder. What rank is this? This is bronze. So, Good. Oh, that's a good ult. You're going to win this team fight. 100%. That Kiriko somehow doesn't have cleanse. Oh, yeah. You're good to go. You know, once again, it goes down to, like, it's really hard for me to watch this, be like, okay, do this, do that, etc. Because, like, whenever it's a 4v5, the way that you're going to play your Overwatch game is a lot different than you would play it if it was 5v5, right? You have to go for more aggressive picks. The other team might play a little bit differently because it is a 4v5. So sometimes, like, the other team will, you know, kind of meme around a little bit more, which gives your team opportunity during that to maybe make a play or two. Obviously, what ends up happening, I find, is that even if you win a few fights in a row, they end up stacking all their ultimates and you just get rolled by, like, just the lack of ults. But so far, it's been a pretty good hold by your team. Good damage orb here, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, your timings have been pretty good. This is a bit aggressive because you didn't have your ult yet, but I'm okay with it because, once again, it is a 4v5. So I don't mind this play one bit. And that's a good job of going back with Fade. Overall, good decision-making so far. All things considered. On Moira, that is. Okay, well, nothing you can do about that. I mean, you probably want to fade away to the side of the point there and maybe go for a play at that point. Like, that could probably be helpful there, but, like, I'm not going to be, like... I'm not going to, like, overanalyze that play specifically when it's, like... You're just trying to keep the point. Also, I actually think you win this team fight. I want to point that out. I think because you're... I think you win this team fight. I think it actually happens. Ah, this is interesting. Yeah, the Bob and the Nano were huge. Moo, thanks for the 6 months message, friends. Thanks, man. Heck yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thanks for the 6 months. So far, pretty good. That's tough. No one's healing the Reaper. Not one person on that team decided to heal the Reaper. I don't know why, but oh. This is, I cannot believe your team is held for this long. How did that just happen? You know, this is interesting to me because I feel like I still get shattered here. Am I wrong? Like, I still feel like I get shattered here. Like, you're still technically in, like, the... I see this, and I'm just like, huh? Is it just jump over shatter? I can't jump behind the pillar. I can't tell. Because the shatter technically travels up the stairs, right? And the Moira's right here. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why the shatter isn't happening at that point. It probably tried to climb the pillar and then failed. Okay, that makes sense. It's just, like, a very interesting timing at that point, right? I was just very surprised by that. That was... Here we go. Uh-oh. You know what it seems like? Is it me or is their team running in one by one? Like, they're just sending in one person at a time and they're like, hello! I will try to 1v5 this or 1v4 this. I got this. All right, it's time for Reaper to go in. Oh, Reaper didn't win. Who's next? Just because it's 4v5 does not mean you run in one by one. The other team is making this a lot easier on your team by just doing that. Oh, no! Oh! Okay, well, you know what? We can talk about something. If you see a soldier out in front of you, fade out first and then ult. Don't ult and then try to fade, all right? Right away. You went for the ult as a reaction rather than the fade. If you fade that, you go to the side, you ult, you're good to go. That's a toughie because, like, with the way they were playing, that could be winnable. This is probably where they're going to get the point. All things considered, this has been a really good hold by your team. Honestly. This has been a good hold by your team. Considering you have been 4v5 since the beginning of second point, which was like a while ago, that was a pretty good hold. That was a pretty good hold. All right, so... and here we go, chat. It's time. Apparently, somebody else on the other team has now left. We have a 4v4. The other team lost the DPS. It is now even. 2 supports, 1 tank, 1 DPS. Which I feel like your team has an advantage here now. Your team was playing so well when it was 5v4 or 4v5. He said OW3? I mean, hey, look it. You got 2 supports, 1 tank, 1 DPS. So far, not bad. Good start. You're taking the map control. Orb right now. Perfect orb time. And the reason why I called for the orb right there, chat, was because they just used their javelin spin, which means they can't eat the Moira orb, which means you're in a good spot. He said Torb turret counts as the 5th player. Yeah, but this is nerfed Torb turret. This is nerfed Torb turret. Okay, so it does less damage. It does less damage. So it's a little bit easier to deal with than before. Alright, a little bit easier to deal with than before. I mean, that's about as good as a first point as you can ask for. Yeah, I don't know what your Jungle Queen's doing right there at that point. They were feeling confident. I'm okay with you not going up there trying to save them. I'm okay with that. Okay, we got to talk about this because this is the second time in. When you see that ultimate happen, fade out right away. If you wait any longer, you're going to get rolled, and that's what just happened. So start to, like, get used to the idea of, oh, they're using, like, a big cooldown right now, or, like, something like, that can get me pretty easily. I'm going to fade out and survive that. So you got to play that a little bit like, it's okay to play aggressive right now, especially in the 4v4 here, but, like, the moment that happens, fade out, and then you'll survive that more than likely. Oh. I respect that play. You know what? Nothing like solo ult. I mean, obviously you're going to get some of the limbs with the ult, but nothing like starting off with solo ult and a Torb turret. You know what? I think we've all been there with Torb turret. No one's killing it. No one wants to kill it. Everybody thinks everybody else is going to get the Torb turret. So you know what? What do? Let's just Moira ult it, right? Why not? Let's just Moira ult it. Why not, right? Okay, so what happened there? You waited to fade. If you're in the ultimate, you will not go out of the ultimate. So don't wait, go backwards away from the ult. That's the 3rd time they've ulted, and your reaction has been basically to engage into the ultimate and then get rolled. So you got to play a little bit like, just the moment they pop an ult, it's okay to back away a little bit. Outside of maybe like tire, like if there's like far away, then you want to save that fade. But like you're just basically staying there and letting their ults get value. That's the 3rd time that's happened. That's at least what I'm seeing. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. The thing about 4v4 now, it's very just like, it's 1 DPS on each team and 2 supports and a tank. Also, your teammate is probably wondering why they didn't get healed right there. They're probably like, wait, what? All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what's going on right now. All right, remember, even though it's 4v4, still play the way that you were playing when it was 4v5. If you do that, you will win this game. I'm serious. You're starting to like go, oh, it's 4v4 now. We can be a little bit more aggressive and do like, just play the way you were playing on defense, and you're gonna win this game. Oh. There you go. Oh. Okay, you don't have to run at them. Your ult has a long range. You do not have to run at them in a straight line with your ultimate. Like, it's okay to be aggressive, but you don't have to run at them in a straight line, okay? That Torb's dead. I want to point out this time. That Torb is... Oh, maybe not. More is there. A good Valk by your Mercy. You recognize that the Moira just used the fade, so you can make them go the other way. There you go, nice. Okay, I want to point something out that you're doing. You're tunnel visioning a lot. And I'm telling you right now, you weren't doing that as much during the 5v4. Just focus on, like, okay, play how I did before, we'll be fine. Now you're, like, trying to do more damage. But, like, your team was rolling when they had 2 DPS. Nice, you got this. Good job. There you go. Less tunnel vision. It's okay to go for those elims sometimes. You know what I mean? It's okay to go for those elims at times, but like, it's don't forget about what's going on in the game. All right, be aggressive with your ult. I want you to be aggressive with your ultimate here. Be aggressive with your ultimate. Ready, set, oh! Oh! Okay, it's funny because I think you actually, at that point, didn't have to ult because you got 2. But you know what? You're playing aggressive. That's what we like to see. All right? I wanted you to ult sooner because you had, like, a good advantage to be able to do that. All right, here we go. Nice. Remember, don't tunnel vision here. Just pay attention to your teammates' HP for a second. I'm telling you. You don't have to try to do too much now, especially that it's 4v4. Just try not to run at them and make that play. All right? You were playing really smart on defense, and now you're trying to do a bit too much. Like, you don't have to run at them. Okay? That's also a D.Va ult. That is gonna work, that D.Va ult worked because the cart kept pushing. Oh no, it's fine. Your Mercy can res. Keep your Mercy alive. Oh, don't. No, your Mercy ain't resing anything there. Wait. Sorry, Mercy res that? Mercy's still up? Wait, how is Mercy still alive? There's no way Mercy is still alive. No. How did Mercy get that res off and still survive? I'm sorry, but what? Yeah, but see, like, to give you an idea, you said, like, the Moira got aggressive there. That was fine when it was, like, they had the map control and the advantage, and the other team, like, it's different when you're trying to play Moira like Reinhardt, you're gonna fall over. That's what we saw. Can this team win the 4v4? And like I said, this is all starting with them playing that 4v5 out. Obviously, you don't expect this to happen with the other teammates lag out also. All right, here we go. I'm ready to see this. Wow. Wow. What a start. Oh, 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay, that Ramattra just ran at your team. That's a good start for your team. Having a Ramattra just run it down mid at your team instead of just fall back is a good way to start on first point, especially in a 4v4. Yeah, that Reaper has now decided to run to your team after fading. This is going to go well for the Reaper. Okay, now see... Okay, but I want to point out, you see how their team's playing, and I was talking about not trying to do too much? Their team right there tried to do too much right there. That's what happens. Like, you just play like, don't tunnel vision, play with your team, and it's going to be a good one here, okay? I also want to make sure, remember, when they have an ultimate, use your fade to back away from it or, like, go to a spot that isn't right in front of their face. Don't tunnel vision. Don't tunnel vision. Your teammate, look at your teammate's HP. Look what happened. You're going to get in a limb somehow with that, but, like, don't tunnel vision as much. You can still do the damage output here. You can go for that, Ana. You can go for that, Ana, if you want. All right, but you see what happens there? You tunnel vision, and then, like, and, like, tunnel vision essentially, you just say you're, like, set on something, and then you're just, like, that's it. So just remember that, because there was a chance there that the other team could have won that team fight, because both your teammates got to low HP. Like, poke damage at the beginning right there is fine. All right? There is one thing we have learned this game. Whenever they ult, you are not using your fade. You can still use your fade for like half of a second there, back away just a little bit slightly, still do damage to the Reaper and heal your teammate. That is the... we have pretty much seen that every single ultimate. Every single ultimate. Was it off cooldown? I can check. Maybe it was. Nope. Could have absolutely used fade. It was not on cooldown. Let's see if this D.Va can clutch it out on point. No! Wait, how does that D.Va... Oh, wait a second. Wait. Huh? How? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I need to see something here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that ult should get you. Yeah, but even of like this slight angle here, I feel like that should not get you. I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't get you. All right, let's head over to the defense now. See how it goes. You got a minute 22. Looks like you're setting up at the same spot you did last time. Damage orb's fine. They have a bastion, so be careful of too much damage. Yeah, you ain't saving your Sojourn there. That's just unlucky. I'd be careful of following your team in there. I don't think I'd go in there with your team. Somehow your teammates escape that room. I don't know how that's happening. That was certainly a play. I think your Mercy can res you. Nice res. Good res by that Mercy. Damage orb. Good damage orb. I like that. They're all stacked on card. You're gonna get a lot of value. Nice. Remember, damage orb also gives you some of your healing resources back. Damage orb. Yeah, you weren't gonna be able to save him with your healing orb there anyway. Healing orb. I would not ult this. Maybe it's worth. Maybe you won't. All right, well, your team's committed. Wait, maybe it was worth. Oh, the tire. But fire strike. What a fire strike. Good healing orb. This is, Hey, chat! There we go! See? And then you faded away from the ultimate and you survived it. Now, you're gonna go back to spawn, but now you got a few more ult charge. See? You finally did it! That's what we like to see! You gotta do that every time. Let's go. Good damage orb. Wait, what? The pick. Oh, this is it. Your team's getting this dub. Wait, watch out for Shatter! Uh-oh. It's Shatter time. Be careful of Big Slam. Be careful of Big Slam. This is the slowest 99% to get the Shatter I've seen. Oh no, here it comes. No! But the healing orb! Get away! Into their team! They're not looking for you. I'm not saying I like going into the back line here, but you get the ult and win this. Oh my. I think you're winning this. That is a dub. And you healed your teammate with the ultimate, and I think you just win. I think you win this game. It was a 4v5. It became a 4v4, and then your team won. That was interesting to see how 4v4 Overwatch was. It was really interesting about that, too, on top of all that, is that Overwatch, sometimes when you have those, like, random 4v4s that happen, it won't be, like, the exact same mirror matchup in roles. Do you know what I mean? This was 2 supports, 1 DPS, 1 tank. That was really interesting to watch. Great job winning that. Obviously, you were 4v5 for a while. I will say, really focus on, like, less of, like, hard focusing on one target, and sometimes you need to worry a little bit more about what's happening with your teammates, and then you can be aggressive as you gain the advantage as a team. It's okay to be aggressive with Moira, but you also have to, like, know when to back away, go for the heals, and use your fade when they ult in front of your face, and if you do get your ult, don't run at them in a straight line. You have distance on that ultimate, all right? Outside of that, that was great to watch. That was a fun one to watch. It was a good time. If you like this video, hit the like button, sub to the YouTubes if you haven't, all 3 of them. We record these live on stream. Make sure to stop by the stream if you want to watch these. Ton of fun. We have a good time with it. I know chat's been having a blast with it, so stop by. Outside of that, if you want to submit these, join my Discord. Description below is the Discord. All of that. Hope you all have an amazing day/night.